entrance today. So at £5 a pop for the Lavender Trust, that's quite a good half an hour's work. So well done. We did, as you may have noticed, we ran the Open, and we have winners. We did try and run the Masters, but we did have to abandon that due to some very complicated wind conditions. We will try and run the Masters in future, and the idea is obviously over there and back, and we may refine the course a little bit so that there's a better chance of having a breeze all the way over and all the way back. But let's get on with some prizes. What I'd like to do, I have Mark and Liz Rushell here, who will be presenting the prizes. And I don't know if any of you can remember that far back, but it was actually Mark that started this 13 years ago now? 16 years ago. A long time ago, when we all had hair and no grey hair. But okay, without further ado, we'll run through. It's only the top three, and I'm afraid we don't have positions for everybody because the OD got bored and couldn't quite work out who was finished and who was still stuck in the trees. So in third place was the Tri-King, Ben Tweedle.
Hello, well done. No, if you've got to take it up, Louis.
You don't take it up.
Oh, well, I would. No, I would.
And we will have a photo for all of the prize winners. And then in second place, How's My Sailing? Henry Coniston. And then first place with an absolute blinder. But before I go on to the first place, the first boat across does deserve a very special mention, at least for ingenuity. This was Ali and Tom, who hurtled across at phenomenal speeds, and certainly for the first sort of 30 seconds, everybody thought that they really had come up with a winning solution. It was only when the string started appearing on the surface that we could actually spot the person over the other side, gradually hauling it from behind the bin. Unfortunately, long, hard deliberations within the committee, you have been disqualified.
Watch out, Mike.
Better luck next time. But onto the first boat that did genuinely sail across there. And they did go across at a hell of a lick, actually. That was very impressive. So, Louis and William Greaves, sailing ho ho ho.
Oh yeah. Well done. Okay, did you say thank you, boys?
I think you should open them and pass them around.
Right, just this is in the true spirit of this race. Actually, this trophy was put together last night using the finest materials, but in a tremendous hurry. This is the Lost Track Trophy, and this is what we're going to be presenting in perpetuity for the Masters. This piece of track actually came off an America's Cup boat, and there is a little story behind it. This was back when the Cup was down in Auckland, and there was a team who were using this particular system. In fact, there were 6 teams using this system, and to protect the guilty, I'm not going to tell you which team this particular piece came from. But during the Louis Vuitton Cup, one of the final races, very tense race, they'd sailed an absolutely perfect race right up to the last beat. In fact, it was the last tack. Coming up across the line, they were half a boat ahead. The main trimmer called for a bit more tension, and then it all went pear-shaped. There was a loud bang, and the track flew off the deck. Naturally enough, we were rather worried by this, watching this from the shore. When they came back, as the ribs started to come back in, they all looked rather shamefaced and wouldn't admit to anything. What had actually happened is one of the crew had missed out one bolt on one of the tracks. So all of these nuts and bolts that hold the track down, they'd missed out one nut. So the essence, the moral to this story is really, it's not over until you've finished. You've got to cross the finishing line. And the second is obviously look after your nuts. So we will be racing for this next year when hopefully we have enough wind to get there and back. But I'd like to hand over to Mark just to say a few words about the origins of this trophy and the origins of the race itself.
In 30 seconds.
I think it did all start with having to drink a bottle of beer and then wondering what to do with the bottle. And it's great that everybody's sort of continued in a very similar tradition. Great improvisation. I really liked the CDs for keels on one of the boats. The environmentally friendly, I did see one that was all Ecoba bottles. Well done, very middle class, excellent. And the funny thing is, we did intend to. The very first race 15 years ago, we tried to have a downwind and an upwind. And once we'd seen all the boats go downwind, we realised that the upwind was going to be a waste of time. So well done, Matt, for trying again. It's quite reassuring to see that in 15 years of development, we still haven't any of us all these ways managed to part with a boat that will come back. But better luck next time. Well done, everybody. Thank you.
Can we have the winners, please, for a photograph?